Activists have raised concerns about the situation in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir after the so-called Prime Minister of the region, Chaudhary Anwar al-Haq, called for jihad on January 5 during the observance of the so-called Right to Self-Determination Day. The event, organized by various factions of radical groups, saw the Prime Minister address a crowd and promise that his government would support the revival of jihadi culture in the region. Raising concern, UK PNP leader and rights activist Sajid Hussain has said such open calls by the so-called PM of the region is steeped in extremism and is a direct incitement to violence, posing a significant threat to regional and global peace.
We are deeply concerned and alarmed by the recent public statements made by the so-called Prime Minister of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, Chaudhary Anwar al-Haq, in which he openly called for initiating jihad. This rhetoric, steeped in extremism, is a direct incitement to violence, posing a significant threat to regional and global peace. Such declarations, made under the guise of advancing the Kashmir issue, represent a dangerous departure from diplomatic norms and a blatant endorsement of terrorism in the name of Islam.
Rights activist Dr. Amjad Ayub Mirza has also slammed Chaudhary for his statement. He warned, by stoking jihadi culture in PoJK, the government is likely to target progressives, liberals, and nationalist secular elements. According to Ayub Mirza, the jihadi elements have infiltrated various WhatsApp groups, including those within the Kashmiri diaspora, to monitor and threaten secular-minded individuals.
The jihadi element has already infiltrated into various WhatsApp groups, the Kashmiri diaspora WhatsApp groups, and they monitor them. And then they threaten secular-minded nationalist or pro-Indian stance, those who take pro-Indian stance. They threaten them, they demean them. They are being empowered by this PoJK Prime Minister. This is the first time in the history of PoJK when a sitting Prime Minister has said that the government will facilitate jihadi culture. The government will facilitate jihad in PoJK. And the result was that the same evening, jihadi groups, Jihad Council and other Lashkar and all those Mujahid, they all were on the streets of Muzaffarabad and they were celebrating with automatic weapons.
The dangerous implication of such a call for jihad could lead to further unrest and violence, leaving the people of PoJK caught in a deadly conflict.